All right, guys, well, about a week ago, I asked you guys where you were from and had you comment. The results are in. So let's get into this and I'll show you where my viewers are from. Before I go on, you can't feel it, but it is about 95 degrees today and enough humidity to make it miserable. So it is another hot day here. Rain in the forecast tomorrow all the way for the next couple weeks, but that's just been the thing. Okay, the results are in. I have taken the time to do PA Farms Analytics here. I have bypassed Google Analytics and their software, and I have it broken down by state. Now, this is not going to be 100% accurate. This is just you guys that decided to comment in the two videos when I was asking about this. I think I had almost 500 comments. So first, let's start with the United States. Which state do you guys think is my most watched state viewers? Well, shouldn't be hard to guess. I have it all on here. Coming in at first place, we have Pennsylvania with 88 comments that you are from Pennsylvania. Second place, surprising, Ohio with 22 comments. So the neighbors to the west, Ohio. So I guess go Penn State and go Buckeyes. Third place, we have Wisconsin at 21. Wisconsin would have tied with Ohio if one more person would have commented, but Wisconsin's in third place. Minnesota, fourth place with 18 comments. Then we have Michigan, Iowa, New York, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, New Jersey, Virginia, Maine, South Carolina, Washington State. So those are the all the way to 6 comments, Washington State. Then we get down to the 5 comments. We have West Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, and Florida with 5 comments each. 4 comments, we have Kansas, Georgia, South Dakota, and Tennessee were the 4 people that commented from those states. Down to the 3s, Arkansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, and North Dakota. So those were the 3 comments there. Down to the 2 comments. 2 people commented from these states that watch my channel. Vermont, Arizona, California, Massachusetts, New Mexico. Now down to the 1 comments. We got 1 viewer that is in these states, so I appreciate the 1 viewer. Colorado, Connecticut. I had to look up to see how to spell Connecticut, but Connecticut. Idaho, Louisiana, Mississippi, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Utah, and with 1 electoral vote here from the state of Wyoming. We have 1 from Wyoming, and that vote there is deserving. That is Blake from Guy in Wyoming that commented. So if anybody was going to represent Wyoming, there's Blake's vote right there. So we got 46 out of the 50 states that you guys commented from that watch my channel. Who's missing? Alabama, nobody from Alabama commented. Alaska, of course, I don't know how much agriculture is in Alaska. I don't know much about it. Delaware, nobody from Delaware. And Hawaii. So 46 out of the 50 states isn't too bad. And of course, like I say, in first place, of course, it'd be Pennsylvania at 88. A lot of it has to do maybe with the channel name, PA Farms. A lot of guys told me they found my channel because they lived in Pennsylvania. The other thing is, I think with some of the analytics through Google and YouTube, they start recommending your channel to people that are pretty close to you in your viewing area. If I understand it right, that's how it kind of works. I know one of my neighbors found my channel because it was recommended to him, and he doesn't live very far away. So but second place, Ohio, you guys got it. I've never been to Ohio. I haven't been to a lot of these states. I should just erase the board and show you which states I have been to. I might as well do that because part 2 of this video, we're going to take it international. I'm going to show you guys outside of the United States the number of people that voted and which were the top countries. They were very surprising to me. So I'm going to just take an intermission here. I will erase the board here and I will just leave the states up on here that I have personally been to. So let me do that and I'll come back with you guys. All right, so this looks pretty sad here. I have been to 10 states out of 50. That means there are 40 states that I have not visited, and Don't know if I will someday, but I'll just run through the list for you guys. Of course, I've been to PA. I'll keep my own one up there. New York State. I was actually born in upstate New York. Moved to Pennsylvania when I was 2 years old. I didn't do it on my own. I had help moving here, but I was born in upstate New York near Saratoga. And we moved to Pennsylvania when I was 2 years old. So New York, of course. New Jersey I have been to. And the only reason I'm trying to think, I don't know if we took any family vacations there, but I've been there on service calls through the dealership. Virginia, of course. I've been to Williamsburg, Virginia, Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia Beach, real nice area. One thing I liked about Virginia Beach was when you're on the beach, you could see a lot of the U.S. Navy ships out in the ocean, or the Coast Guard, whatever they were. And I believe when I was younger, when we were there were still F-14 Tomcats flying over, which was neat. So Virginia, I've been to. South Carolina, we might have spent the night in a hotel on the way down to Florida. So if I was to South Carolina, I can't think offhand that we did anything. West Virginia, we've driven through. I've never done anything in West Virginia. North Carolina, same deal. I can't tell if we went to the beach there or not. I can't remember, but I know we went through North Carolina. Maryland, of course, been to many times because it's pretty close. Pretty close to Pennsylvania. Florida, of course, I've been to a bunch of times. Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral, Florida. Seen alligators on the side of the road. Pretty neat place. Not in the summertime. I went there in the summer one year, and I'll never do that again. Wintertime is great in Florida. And Georgia. Georgia, we've driven through. I can't say that we did anything in Georgia either. It was just a drive-through state for us on our way to Florida, but I'm sure there's some good stuff to do there. We just didn't do it. So 10 states. So that's the extent of my travels. Basically the East Coast. I have not been any further west, and I've told you guys this. The furthest west I went was West Virginia. So there's a whole country out there that I have not seen, and I'm not sure if I will someday or not, but be nice to. I got to see the Midwest someday. All right, now we'll go on to the international states. All right, so I have the results here for the countries outside the United States. I have never been outside of the United States, and I don't think I've been anywhere that I could see another country. Like if you get close, you can see the border of Canada. If you get close to certain areas, you can see other countries, but I've never been anywhere off U.S. soil or been able to see another country. So I have the results here. Our neighbors to the north, Canada. With 42 comments, Canada takes first place by quite a bit. So all the Canadian viewers, I thank you guys. Second place, New Zealand with 6. I know New Zealand is big in the dairy industry. From what I'm able to see here in the States, anything about New Zealand, I know they have a strong presence in the dairy industry. So 6 comments there. England with 5. Now I did include. I just put on the board however you guys wanted to comment. If you wanted to put UK, I counted them. If you wanted to put England, Scotland, Ireland, however you guys commented is what I did. But we got 5 from England, 5 from Australia, which would probably be, I don't know if Australia would be the furthest away country from Pennsylvania, if that's the other side of the world on the globe. But anyway, Australia. Netherlands with 4, Germany with 4, Denmark with 3, Sweden with 3, Ireland with 3, UK with 2, Belgium with 2, Scotland with 2, Portugal 2, Slovenia 2. The one comments, the viewers from these countries, we have one viewer that decided to comment. We have Iceland, South Africa, Russia, Morocco, Croatia, Lithuania, Norway, and Wales. So it's, I didn't even count. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 countries. So PA Farms is viewed in 22 countries, and that's amazing to me. So I want to thank all you guys. On my end, it's hard to tell. This is why I wanted to ask you guys this. Let me do a final summary here. Let me just erase the board, and we'll do my final thoughts on why I decided to do this. All right, guys. So in final summary, why did I decide to ask you guys this and have you guys comment? On my end, as a YouTube creator, somebody that's making videos, putting them out for the public to see, I can see the analytics. I can see the views. I'll put up a video, you'll see the views. You'll see comments from just names and pictures. And some of the people you know, some of them are fellow YouTubers, fellow farmers, and some of them aren't. And from my end, like I said, I can see views. I think we're closing in on 900,000 total views for PA Farms since I started YouTube here. So I can see that. But I don't know much about the viewer. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what you guys do. I don't know a lot of your situations. A lot of guys decided to comment their state or country and also say, hey, I'm a farmer too, or I do this, I do that. It's really nice to get that kind of feedback as a creator. I know now that the second most viewed state is Ohio. So you guys from Ohio, you have very similar climate to us. In some cases, maybe similar terrain. I don't know. I don't know how mountainous Ohio is. But this was a great way for me to know who's watching PA Farms, who's engaging, who is commenting, and it's nice. It's nice to know what my audience is now. I know who I'm talking to a little bit better. So the views now aren't just numbers on an analytical app to see the viewers. They're now people in states and countries that are interested in what I'm doing. Like I said, I am a small farm. It's a one-man show. I don't make any. I'm not trying to fool anyone or say I'm a big-time operator. I am not. I am in the classification the USDA would consider me a small farm. I don't know if that'll change someday. I have no idea. Nobody knows what is going to happen, and right now I'm happy with what I have. Being a small farmer here, I do like the ability to concentrate. I know a lot of people had commented that I really fuss over my crops, and I do. I was talking with my neighbor the other day, and I was talking with him a little bit, and we were talking a little bit about land to rent and stuff. And I had told him that I wasn't really ready to expand or move on or try to add more until I have this farm in shape and it's yielding what it's capable of. My fertilizer program, like I say, this is my second year here. I think we're really starting to make a difference here in what I've been doing and what I'm trying to do. I have a small operation, but I want to try to get more yields per acre than somebody who's, let's say, farming 1,000 acres. Everybody sees those guys that run over thousands of acres and their crops are kind of And I can understand managing that much ground can be difficult. I don't want to discount or discredit anybody that farms a lot of acres. You guys that can farm thousands of acres and you are getting top yields, you are amazing. You are doing something that a lot of guys wouldn't be able to do. But here on my smaller scale, yes, I do want to try to maximize every acre as best I can, try to manage it as best I can. Still trying to use the latest technology and the latest equipment, even on a small scale, and doing my best here. And I'm hoping it's going to pay off. I don't say we're still going, and but I want to thank you. Those numbers now on the analytics mean something. I know where people are watching, and I want to thank you all once again. Thank you guys for commenting, anybody that participated. Sorry it took a while to get this video up. I did have comments trickling in for about a week after those two videos, so I wanted to wait and give everybody a chance, so I figured I'd let it go for a week. At first, I was just going to let it go for a couple days, but just let everybody get the comments in. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's real hot today, not a whole lot going on, so I will see you guys tomorrow, and as always, thank you.